Hey y'all, so today we are going to be doing story time. I'm going to be telling y'all about my journey to going vegan, why I'm no longer vegan, and we're going to talk about good versus bad foods and just where I am now on my eating journey. So, when I first came into my awakening, let's just talk about what I thought an awakening was. So, when I first came into my awakening, I thought, to be a spiritual being meant doing yoga. You're vegan. You no longer eat meat or dairy, and um, you're just light and you're floating around all the time. Is what I thought a spiritual awakening was all about. Right? You awaken. You no longer eating meat. You're doing yoga. You know, no negative vibes. You're floating, floating, floating. Okay. So when I awakened, I went vegan. Of course, I came into all this information about why we shouldn't eat meat. We were never meant to eat meat and all these things, like watching all these documentaries and all of this stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm no longer eating meat. So I had just had my last son, and so I think right when he turned 6 months, right when he was starting to get ready to eat solids, is when I went vegan. So when I tell y'all everything is a lesson, everything is a lesson. Like, there's a lesson in everything. So I decide I'm no longer going to eat meat because we're hurting the animals. This is not right. It was just like this whole thing. Like, I watched so many documentaries. I think I even was in tears watching some of those things because I was like, man, I never knew that. Like, I knew we was eating chicken. Like, I knew, beef come from cows, and like, the eggs come from the chickens, and like, it's just all the things. Like, I knew that, but I don't think I really, really like consciously understood, the process. And so I decided that I was going vegan. Now, on this vegan journey, it was like everywhere I looked, it was like, oh, this is good for you. Oh, this is not, this is good, this is bad. I'm eating broccoli. They're like, oh, broccoli is not real. It's like everything that I was eating, at some point I came to somebody saying, oh, that's not real food. You shouldn't eat that. And I was like wavering all over the place with my vegan diet. I was like, well, what the hell are we supposed to eat? Because they're saying everything is fake. Like, this is bad. That's, just the whole spiel. So by the time I looked around, I wasn't eating nothing pretty much. And so my son was 6 months. He had just started eating solids. So while I'm on my vegan journey, I was like, you know what? The other kids already been eating meat. I'm not going to stop them from eating meat because nobody forced me to stop eating meat. Like, I came into this on my own. But my new baby, I'm not going to let him eat meat because, no, that's disgusting. So I'm like on this journey, and he's 6 months. So now he's starting to eat salad. So I'm feeding him. I was vegan for, I want to say, about 6 months. And he had done turn one. I never forget. He had done turn one. So throughout the journey, I'm like going up and down with the things that I'm eating. And it came to the point to where I wasn't eating nothing. I had done lost so much weight. I was so skinny. I had done lost so much weight. But my aha moment of coming out of being vegan was, we at a get together, and my son just turned 1. So I'm eating salad and like cucumbers. They had made lamb. They had all type of stuff. So my other kids, they had like lamb and salad on their plate. And I had just lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and I'm trying to feed him this. And he kept going to my son's plate trying to get the meat. And so he finally got his hands on it and he went straight to his mouth. And I was like, no, don't eat the meat. And it was in that moment, like my spirit guides was like, hey, let that baby eat that meat. Like you've been eating meat your whole life and you never had no problems. Like every time you go to the doctor and they ask you, do you have any past medical stuff? You don't have anything. Like you've never had a problem with anything that you have eaten. So just let that baby eat the meat. Like it is not the end of the world. Nobody forced you to stop eating meat. This is your journey. Like you can't stop them from eating meat. And so in that moment, I just let him eat the meat and I was just so relieved. So I was still on my journey of trying to do the vegan thing. And like I said, I had lost so much weight. And my grandmother who had passed came to me literally and said, if you don't start eating something, you're going to die. Like I was so small. It was crazy. And on that journey, like I just learned for myself, people can say all day what's good, what's bad. But at the end of the day, is what's right for you, right? You have to start listening to your body. What foods work for you? Because what worked for somebody else might not work for the next person. And then the universe just started to show me like nature teaches you, right? You have the animals that eat meat. You have the animals that don't eat meat. It's the same thing with humans. That's going to work for some people and some people it's just not going to work for us. So you really have to just come to yourself and listen to your intuition, what your body's telling you and being in tune with you and how your body's reacting to foods. So even now, like I still do the whole, like I eat whatever I want. That's where I'm at now. So even before I went vegan, when I was in Christianity, like I went through that whole spiel of in the Bible, like they say, oh, you're not supposed to eat this. You know, you're just supposed to eat these foods. I did the same thing in that journey. And it was the same thing. Like, I was like, nope, I'm not going to eat shrimp. I'm not going to do this. And at the end of the day, it just brought me closer and closer back to me and saying, what works for you? And so I just been here in this space of just battling myself because still in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, this food sucks. Like, this is not good for me. And I keep eating all this horrible food and I just want to eat right. And it's like, I'm so hard on myself all the time. Like, girl, you ate fast food all this week. Or you know what I'm saying? You didn't cook. I don't know the last time I cooked, to tell you the truth. But it's just like, I'm to a place now where I'm being gentle with myself and really just allowing grace with my schedule and everything that I have going on. Like, you're doing the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? So I think the greatest part of that journey was just recognizing like, hey, eat what feels good to you. Some days you may not want meat. Some days you may want the meat. Eat it. Like, listen to your body. Stop listening to people. Like, listen to you and what you want and what your body is telling you. You know what I'm saying? And on that journey still, it was like, okay, they're saying vegan is the best diet. But they have people who have been vegan who have literally died because they wasn't listening to their body. Just like I would have if my grandmother wouldn't have came in, you know, told me like, hey, just start eating something. And so I slowly started working like fish back into my diet. And like, it's a lot of things that I don't eat as much now, like fried foods or, you know, I'm just being really conscious about the things that I eat. I still like fried food, but I don't eat a whole lot of it. You know what I'm saying? If I can get grilled chicken, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? If I can bake or like saute something in the skillet, I'll do that. But at the end of the day, you just got to do what's right for you. But in that moment of my son, like I was stressing myself out. And I used to get so mad at people when they was trying to give him meat. I would be angry. Like all the energy, I think about all the energy that I was putting out, just stressing about if somebody's going to give him meat. And that kid went straight for the meat. It was like the biggest aha moment of my journey being vegan. It was like, let that baby eat that meat. Like he'll be fine. He'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? But just really, even on that journey, not trying to force my kids to do the things that was being revealed to me on my journey, not forcing that stuff on them, allowing them to be free, be kids, you know, enjoy the things that they want to enjoy, and let me be crazy all by myself on this journey. But that was an experience all in itself. Like, to just come back to me, I feel like my whole path, my whole journey, everything has been leading me back to me, coming back to trusting me, listening to that inner voice that's on the inside of me, that's been there all along. It's like I've never been somebody to just go off of what somebody else say, but I found myself throughout my journey being pulled in all these different directions. It's like, who are you really listening to? Like, why do you don't even know these people? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what their health issues are. You don't know, like, you don't know nothing about them, period. So what's working for them may not necessarily work for you. But I was getting angry. I was upset because I was like, man, like, what the hell? Like, every time I turn on YouTube or something, it's something that I'm enjoying that they saying is not real food. At this point, I'm like, what is real food? And then you saying eat organic, but how do we really know that's organic? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we know that is really organic? Or they're not using the same stuff that they're using for the non-organic stuff? Like, we don't know that stuff. So at the end of the day, like, you just have to do what's best for you and what you have. So another struggle for me too was financially, I can't afford to eat organic. You know what I'm saying? So then it's the tug of war between that. It's like, man, I really want to eat that, but I can't afford it. And then you're beating yourself up about that. You're feeling bad about that. I'm like, no, just do the best that you can do with what you have. If the only thing you can buy is non-organic, buy that, clean it, eat it. Like, for me, it just brought me back to your whole life. You have been healthy. You know what I'm saying? Which is a blessing all in itself. So what are you getting so caught up in all this conversation about what's right for you and what's wrong for you? Like, you've never had any issues. So now I'm just going within myself and seeing what feels good to me. Like, when I'm eating, what makes me feel sluggish? You know what I'm saying? Like, lately, I've been paying attention, like, when I eat, like, processed foods or just heavy stuff like pastas and rice and all that stuff. Like, I feel sluggish. So lately I've been eating salad. Some days I want chicken in it, some days I don't. But I'm just paying attention to, like, when I eat, like, vegetables and stuff, I do feel more energized. I do feel like I have more energy versus when I eat, like, heavy, like, soul food type food. Like, everybody know you get sluggish and you tired. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just find peace in your heart with where you are on your journey, whatever that looks like, what you're eating, and just be okay with that. Listen to your body, and when your body say, hey, this not working, then you stop eating it. You know, for me, I used to could not go in the store without buying junk food. You know, I done did all type of fasts. Fast from eating junk food, fast from eating fast food. Like, I'm going to do 30 days of not eating fast food. Or I'm going to do 30 days of not eating junk food. And I did all that. And I heard somebody say before, if you can go 30 days without doing something, then it becomes a habit. I was like, they absolutely lied. Because I done did the 30-day fast and I still eat those things. But now I don't eat them as much. So I can go in the store and not pick up a candy bar. And that for me is impressive because I used to have my sweets all the time. And now I don't. So I'm proud of myself for that. So, um, what else? Mm, 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 Um, oh, and then another thing that I've been like really sitting with myself about, because I go to these places and if my stuff ain't right, I'm taking it back. And my son keeps saying, Mom, do you have to take everything back? I'm like, enough people is not taking it back. Because why are we settling for these people just giving us anything? Like, when you go buy something, if it's not right, do you just take it and eat it? Do you take it back? Do you throw it away? Like, what's your process? Because for me, if it ain't right, I'm taking it back. I don't care what it is. It can be a drink, it can be my food. If I'm going to get fries and it ain't right, I'm taking it back in there. But my son like, why you keep doing that? Why you gotta keep taking stuff back? I said, because it's my money. I paid for it. And I work hard for my money. I'm not throwing it in the trash. That's $1 going in the trash. That's $5 going in the trash. But then my question was, if every time you go to these places and your stuff ain't right, why do you keep going back? That's my question to myself. And I'm like, because I just want them to get it right. Like, get it right. Fix it when I order it. If I just get a fry, I want that to be hot. It should be hot. I just have a fry. Like, give me my hot fries. If I go to a Starbucks or any coffee shop and my drink is not right, I'm taking it back. I don't care how you feel about it. You gonna remake it or give me my money back. It's that simple. So that's my rant. That is my rant in my experience for today. So, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, that is where I'm at with it. You gotta do what's best for you, because we living in a world where they want to keep trying to tell us this is good, that's bad, don't do this, do that. But your soul is calling you back to you, to listen to you. Like, who knows what's best for you besides you? And if you don't know, you should start to go within yourself so you can find out. Because nothing or nobody should have that type of power over us. Like, we think everybody know better for us than we know for ourselves. And I'm gonna say I used to be in that category, but not anymore, because my soul's mission is to listen to my inner voice. Uh, why is it not working? Oh, hope you like chilling too. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, shit. Are you sure? No. Cancel.